Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be about the Mulberry lips drawing that I did. The materials that I used were my Prismacolor markers, my Prismacolor Premier pencils, and my Faber-castell polychromos pencils. And then to blend I used my Art Spectrum Odourless solvent, and to get those extra nice white highlights on the teeth and on the lips I used a fine white paint marker, so 0.7 paint marker. And when I used the marker pens on the lips, I didn't blend very much with solvent on top of that, because the marker pens, they don't need any sort of blending with the solvent, but because you're putting pencil over the marker pens, you feel like you have the urge to blend the pencil over the marker. But I think that when you want to blend over marker pens, it's probably going to be better if you use a burnishing technique. Sort of get all your colors that you want on there and then burnish your final layers to blend, because the odorless solvent doesn't exactly blend that well on top of marker pens. The Mulberry, however, was mainly done with pencils, not markers, so that one I did a lot of blending with the solvent and additional layers that way as well. So it's kind of fun playing around with mixed media like that, and you shouldn't be afraid to try all these new techniques, and then you'll sort of figure out what works for you and what doesn't. I have had a lot of people ask me, do you use watercolor pencils? What is it that you're dipping your brush in? What's on the brush? How does it change from looking like crayon to such a smooth sort of result? And that is because I use wax and oil based pencils. I do not use watercolor pencils, and then I blend with my odorless solvent. So a solvent is usually an alcohol based sort of material that you would use when you use oil paints. So if you're going to thin oil paints or something down, you would use a solvent for that. So it's the same sort of solvent, except the one that I choose to use is the odorless one. So it's got no odor at all, so it's not going to make the whole room smell toxic. So I'd say that if ever you're going to look for a solvent, you can use the Art Spectrum Odourless solvent, or Gamsol, or Zest-it, or Mona Lisa Odourless solvent. Those are all good ones to use. I know that the Art Spectrum Odourless solvent isn't necessarily an easy solvent to get everywhere, so those are the other options, and see which one is going to be best for you. I will link those solvents in the description below. And yeah, so the lips, there is going to be a full tutorial available for supporters on Patreon. For everybody else, I hope you enjoy the time lapse, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!